Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Starlit Shelf, where we talk about books, stories, and the authors who bring them to life. Today, I have Melissa Raylene here, author of Rough Diamonds, which is releasing September 25th, correct? Oh my gosh. So, how is it? So, she is still writing her book right now. How's the writing process going for you?
It's going great. I'm having so much fun.
So you've been kind of juggling a lot of events right now. So what has your schedule been like? How do you fit writing into this busy schedule while doing these events?
Um, I make it work. So sometimes I do. So even though I'm going to these events, I do have some off time also. I mean, like nighttime things when I'm not really doing anything. I'm just kind of traveling. I will like jump on my phone. So I am a person who loves to use my phone to write. That is
Okay.
usually where I'm writing majority of the time. Yeah, I
Wow.
sit in between.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's funny because I've actually talked to a few authors who do a lot of writing on their phone and like in their notes section even. And they'll be doing the majority of it on their
Yeah.
phone. I'm like, how do you guys do that? Like I have to have like I have maybe I have fat fingers, but like I need to have a keyboard. But that's crazy. So Rough Diamonds is your third book? Is that correct?
My fourth book.
Fourth. Okay. And this is the start of a new series, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
Now,
can
how
you,
many I have coming after, I haven't decided.
okay. So can you tell us what Rough Diamonds is all about? And then I have a few follow-up questions from there.
Yes, so I really wanted to bring a different look into everyone knows mafia and everyone loves that kind of stuff, but I wanted like a dirty gang street romance. I wanted something that was just completely different. I've read a few gang romances. There's only like a handful out there and I loved them. And I really wanted to just bring something different. I also want to make note that Rough Diamonds is set, she is like in her 30s. And I really wanted to bring that aspect also to everyone because usually when you read any of these like mafia romances and stuff, I love them, but there are a lot of times they're young. I feel like the target audience is actually an older audience, more around my age.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So can you talk about your main character, Evie, a little bit?
Yeah, so I wanted to really write a character who I want her to be like a badass. I want her to be different than a lot of other women. The way she's going to come across might seem put back at first, but I
Mhm.
want it to be like, what? Like she did that because there are going to be times when you're reading this, they're going to be like, "Oh, she's not. She just seems like she's just taking it or she's just doing what they want." That's what she wants you to believe. That's the kind of character I really wanted to have come through. She's going to be that kind who like in the end she's the one who's going to be taking them all down. She's going to be the one who's on top of everyone. So I
Interesting.
wanted to really come through with a different kind of character. Yeah.
So that, yeah, that's really interesting. So Melissa's still writing her book, and I've read about 50, 60 pages of it. And yeah, right now she's kind of the sub, like she's being the submissive one, but she just kind of got back with the gang. And yeah, she's kind of been put in a submissive position a couple of times now. Um, but the thing about Evie that really sticks out to me is just her resilience because she's been through so much. And it's like definitely check trigger warnings, everybody, when reading this book. There is a lot of dark, hard topics that come up in this book. But just her overcoming that, protecting her sister, and making those tough choices on behalf of her sister is just incredible. And it's a tough story. And I feel like dark romance includes these kind of tougher topics, but why did you want to write about these kind of um more not controversial but just harder topics to discuss, more triggering for people? Do you have experience in this? I know that might be a little bit personal, but was there a reason why you wanted to lean into these topics?
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of times like dark romance is for a lot of people who have already went through a lot of stuff and they read this to like it's a healing process.
Mm-hmm,
A
hmm.
lot of my work I don't tell people what is true and what's not, but there is stuff that has happened to me that I do put into my writing and I do maybe change it around just a tad bit, but
Okay.
there are aspects that are real. And writing has really helped me come
Hmm.
over a lot of things that have happened to me in my past.
Yeah.
So, in all, it's just like a big healing process.
Yeah, it's like a form of it's an outlet of some kind and it's kind of cathartic. And yeah, I feel like even though these are hard topics, I feel this is what I love about indie authors is that they don't get filtered. And I feel like when discussing things like this, like abuse and both mental, physical, sexual, um, they're hard to read about. But again, I feel like a lot of people have gone through it and don't talk about it. And so to be able to see themselves, see their experiences through the lens of the character again can be really healing and help them to feel seen and that they're not alone. So even though it's hard to read about, I think that it's really helpful for a lot of people because again, this is something that not a lot of people want to talk about, but so many, especially women, have gone through.
That's exactly why I write it.
Yeah. So do you have inspiration from this story? Like did you read something and that inspired you to write, or what helped to inspire this story as a whole?
So, I think with this story, with Rough Diamonds as a whole, I just wanted to bring something different to the community. I'm working on myself too right now in my writing, and I really just wanted to open up more and
Mhm.
I just wanted to bring something different, something that I haven't written before. Honestly,
Mhm.
one day, I mean, I have read, there's only very few true gang romances out there. Like I said, there's tons of mafia, different cartel, like there's all that kind of stuff, but no
Mhm.
one really has like a true street gang romance. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to connect more to my readers on a one on like what can you really see? What can really happen?
Mhm.
A little bit about me that a lot of people don't know is I have been homeless. I have lived off the streets. So some of this stuff is real. It really did happen. I really did live it. I lived this kind of life. So I wanted to bring that more to the people, something real. Do majority of people live like a real mafia gang like romance? Majority of people don't.
Yeah.
More people have lived the life of the streets though, and
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to bring into this book. I wanted to relate to my readers.
Okay. So it's a gang romance and it's like north side versus south side. So during that time in your life, did you have experience with that kind of tension between like different areas of where you were living? Or is that something that you kind of had to do research on and read more about through other people's experiences?
Yeah, so some of it, yes, and some of it, no. So I have lived in different areas. I am from Colorado, but I lived in California for a long time. And when I lived in California, I realized how segregated California really can be.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an eye shocker for me. And that was something completely, I lived out of my elements. It was different. It was definitely different there. But I love it. And I loved California so much, but it
Mm-hmm.
definitely did help me to write this piece.
Okay.
So some of it, yes, I might have over accentuated some of it,
Yeah.
but some of it, I use some of my aspects of life are yes in it.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. So do you so there's five guys in this book.
Yes.
So do you
Yes.
have a favorite besides Evie, because I'm sure she has a special place in your heart, but do you have a favorite character in this book?
So I feel like there's probably like one or two who I'm like really in love with. And
Hmm.
like I don't know why, but those characters are the ones who like I've really I feel like Marcus is definitely one of my favorites,
Yeah.
who I built up a relationship on. And Silas, who I haven't fully gotten into him, but
Yeah.
he is one who I'm just like, he's one of those guys who are just they're like silent, deadly kind of, but he's very, I
Okay.
don't know. It's just the way he's just different. He's like one of those who like he's like a playboy kind of type, if you
Okay.
get what I mean. Like the
Was it
dark, silent playboy, the one who can always have whoever he wants.
who was it? I feel like it was Silas, but Evie describes him as like her lover boy or like was that
That's him.
Silas? Okay.
It's
Okay.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like your introduction to Silas, because you see it from somebody else's perspective, from Evie's perspective, and he's in a certain situation. Like, oh, oh my.
Yeah.
So this is Silas. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
but I haven't read his POV yet. So I'm really excited to get to know him and like in his head. But so far, I really like Damien because I think he was the one that first like found her and kind of brought her
Yes.
into the group. And so I really
And
like Damien. And then Marcus also stood out to me as well. He's like the fighter, like kind of rage dude, right? Like he just wants to fucking fight
yes.
everybody, right? Yeah. I really like them.
Yes.
So again, I know you haven't finished writing, but so far, have you had a favorite scene that you've written?
Um, I think honestly, my favorite scene has to be like the outside scene that I did with her right
Okay.
after they find her because she's working. So they own everything pretty much there. So
Mhm.
after they find her, at the adult place. They take her outside where she's on her knees. I think that's like my favorite scene that I've written.
Okay.
Honestly, so I gave that scene to an artist of mine. I was like, I want you to do this scene for me as an
Yeah.
NSFW.
Yeah.
And right after that, she wanted to be on my ARC team. Like right after
Oh,
right after I did that scene. Yeah.
really? Oh
So I
my
was super
gosh.
excited. I was like, ooh, you must like that scene too.
Yeah. I just love how like sassy and like I don't know, she just doesn't hold back. She just like they're trying to like dominate her, but like even though she might be submissive in certain ways, she also like is a fighter, and she doesn't
Yes,
hide
that's what
it.
I want.
Yeah, I like that about her.
I
She
want her to
sounds
be like the secret, like the silent,
sure.
like,
Yeah.
the silent attacker, like the kind who's like, she's going to act all submissive. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you'll see the big twist plot that comes around.
Would you
That's what I've been
describe
waiting
her
for.
like aesthetic as like a femme fatale?
As like a what?
A femme fatale, like dark, like almost like a Catwoman, like Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. Like
Yes.
that's like how I would describe a
Yes.
femme fatale. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm like, I
Yes.
need to see Evie because I feel like she's hot. Like I need to see what she looks like. And her like big old boots with like her knife hiding and stuff.
Mhm.
I love that. So so far, have you had any big challenges while writing this book?
Yes. Well, I feel like as being I'm still a new author. I'm still new to writing. I picked up writing on a whim. I have no education. I don't have anything really behind me. Honestly, this is just my imagination at play right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like I do struggle probably more than like a person who went to school to write.
Yeah.
So it's been a challenge for me to really bring forth all these characters, especially because I prefer to write why choose. I don't know why. It's just maybe what I love to do,
Yeah.
and I am like determined to do it. And so I feel that it has been a big learning curve for me. So I definitely have to like plot my characters and like so I
Mhm.
have like my notes on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna ask. I was like, so how
Each
are you doing this?
character, yes, I have each character and each thing about them. And I'll have to like go in between when I'm writing and like go back to my notes, go back in there and like go
Mhm.
back and forth to make sure I get every person right. So I feel like the biggest thing that I've had is making sure I come across every character differently. I don't want any of my characters to like melt into each other and be like, oh, isn't that the same person? No, I want them to be completely different.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm curious because this is the start book one of a series. So, and I know you don't really quite have it all mapped out yet, but are we gonna stick with Evie and the five guys throughout?
Good question. Like, I am planning on it. I'm planning on there being some other things, and I am probably going to
Okay.
bring in some other stuff, bring in other people.
Okay. And so, with this book, and I feel like I might know the answer because we kind of already touched on it, but what do you hope readers take away from reading Rough Diamonds?
I think the biggest thing for me is with Rough Diamonds, I wanted to really connect with
Mm.
people. I wanted it to be something they can relate to. And
Yeah.
that's really the biggest takeaway. I wanted it to be something they can be like, oh, like I get that. I understand this. I wanted them to really be able to relate.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like they will. And again, I feel like seeing Evie go through everything that she went through and coming out on the other side and having the personality that she has where she's like really strong-willed, resilient, like I think that they will connect with her and I think that they will. Yeah. Um so that's it for the book section and we're going to start talking about being an indie author. And so you just said that you have no background in this and it kind of just you just started writing. So what lit the spark initially? Like how did you start writing at all?
Okay, so a little background. I was actually my grandmother's caregiver, her primary caregiver for a little over 2 years.
Okay.
She had metastatic breast cancer.
Okay.
So I was going down a really dark hole. I wasn't very happy. I was very depressed. I had a friend. She said, "Oh, you used to love reading, right?" And I said, "Yeah." I have a book for you. It might be a little dark, but you should try it out. I said, okay. It was The Ritual by Chantal
Oh,
Tissier.
yeah, yeah,
I said,
yeah,
okay. Let me try it. Why not? I had no idea what dark romance was at the time. No idea.
yeah,
I picked up the book and I fell in love and read all of her books within like a couple of days. I just started going down the rabbit hole, reading other dark books. I picked up Omega Verse at that time. Like it was just, I was just reading.
yeah.
And then shortly after that, my mother passed away.
Mm.
And that's when I realized like life is too short and you need to do what you love in life. And my grandma was always my biggest supporter. And
Hmm.
so I thought, you know what? I'm going to write a book. I'm going to do this. So I just picked up one day and started writing. And then here I am.
So how do you think you've evolved over time? So how long ago was that you started writing?
I've been writing, okay. My first book released October 13th of 2025. I started writing back in March. So I've been writing for a tad bit over a year, like just barely a year.
Holy crap, you've already released 4 books.
Mhm.
How are you doing that? You're crazy.
Yes, I know.
You're like, yeah, I'm a little insane, but it's all right.
I just have like this is how I like to explain to people like I truly have an imagination. Like that's why I've always been a big reader. I play a movie in my head when I'm reading. So now I'm just doing it backwards. Now when I write, I'm seeing the movie and I'm just like, okay, and I'm just writing as I see a movie.
That's so funny. That's crazy. That's amazing. So we kind of touched on it a little bit, but do you have a writing process like so any daily routines or tools or habits? I know that right now you're kind of in a weird situation because you're doing all this like tabling and going to events and everything like that, but when you're at home, what does your writing process look like?
Um so I prefer I don't like to have anything holding me back when I write. So I recently was talking to my PA and I feel it's best for me to write freely.
Okay.
I don't want to be held by tropes or anything. I feel like if you have to write accordingly to like a trope you're supposed to have, it actually throws me off.
Okay.
I write better when I am able to just freely write whatever I want to write.
Okay.
I maybe this is like one of the only things I might do is I have like a scene that I want really bad.
Yeah.
So I will write like fillers to get to my scenes that I
Oh,
really want. Other than that, I don't have any outlines. I don't, I'm very just like, I'm a free spirited person, and that's who I will always be. And that relates in my writing as well.
yeah. Yeah. And so um Yeah, I just think it's so, I feel like if I were to write, which I will not, I am not a writer. Don't ever expect a book from me. But I feel like I would kind of just sit there and just like go. Like I don't think, I don't know. Maybe I would not be able to, I don't think I could ever write fantasy. Like I don't think I could ever do like political systems and like world building, you know what I mean? But
It's a lot.
yeah. So the trope thing, I feel like a lot of authors have been bringing this up lately because, like, there's so much contention against certain tropes or like people getting up in arms about, like, oh, that's not technically a slow burn or whatever. And so I feel like a lot of authors have become hesitant to attach tropes to their work. And I mean, even me and you just posted tropes about rough diamonds and I was literally working on my own post for you with tropes included. And so it's like how do you do that with that kind of thought in your head that, I don't want to adhere or I want to be able to freely write, but I am including these? Like, how do you balance that?
So, I did do my tropes beforehand. Like I knew what I really wanted it to be. I knew what I wanted in my writing. I knew what I
Yeah.
wanted to write about, so I went ahead and did the tropes. But recently, as I've been writing more and more, and I mean, I'm a person who has like 20 books going on right now that I'm writing. Because that's how I work. I write a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, and I have to jump around. And
Yeah.
as the more I'm writing, I'm like, I can't have a trope list for every book. Maybe for
Yeah.
certain books, and then other ones I can't,
Yeah.
because sometimes I don't know what I want to include in a book. I just want to write.
Yeah.
I just want to freely write whatever I want, and then the tropes are going to have to start coming last.
Yeah.
That's honestly how I'm starting to see it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you set an expectation for yourself, and what happens if you miss that expectation?
Yeah. And then you have to like be like, well, edit, just kidding. I'm not going to include that. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I feel like the ones that you have right now, I feel like aren't really contentious. Like you have weed, gun, badass, FMC, gang romance, and it's like that's very like
Yeah.
serious. Like that's a like her personality, right? She smokes weed. She's a badass, So I feel like what you have for this book is good. Like I feel like you're not gonna get any people up in arms about it.
Yeah, like I already included all my tropes on what I've written already so far, so I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay, perfect. So can you go in? So this is actually just a question just for me. But when we say weed play, because like when I hear gunplay, I think of like Haunting Adeline, you know?
Yeah.
So um is weed play similar and how so? Can you explain that to me?
Yes. I've had this question so much since I put it in. I made it up. Okay, everyone, I made it up.
Okay.
It was something I wanted to have fun with. I wanted to play around and come up with a new trope. You see the same tropes over and over and over again, and
Yeah.
I wanted it to be different. So I thought, hey, why don't we play a little bit with the weed? So there
Yeah.
are going to be a couple of scenes that are completely different where, you know, it is. It's going to be more of like, a kink thing. So it
Huh.
does come up.
I cannot wait to see that. So, oh, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, maybe not. But I just read a book where they have like an aphrodisiac thing that happens. Like it's like power sharing, but like when you power share, you get like really turned on and you have like the person that you power shared with, you like have to be with them and like you're like fighting people to get to that person because you just want to like ravage them. And so with the weed play, is that kind of something that comes into play as well? It's like where it becomes like an aphrodisiac kind of thing and it's like they get even more like their senses are kind of heightened, or is it different? Like,
Oh, funny you ask these questions. I've actually been Googling a lot about, so I have smoked in the past. I have taken edibles in the past.
yeah,
So I do have a little bit of background on it, but I
yeah.
have been looking up more about like, can we infuse it in these ways? Can this
Oh,
happen to your body with this way if you ingest like, so I have been looking more into things about how can it really affect you? Because I really want this book. I want everything to be true. So I wanted everything to be legit. I didn't want it to be like I was just making this up. I
Girl,
wanted
you
it to
just got me
be
thinking because I'm like,
as
they have like topical stuff. They have like creams.
yeah. Yeah, they
So,
have everything, anything you could think of nowadays. Yeah. So
oh,
I've been like, if I put it down
yeah,
here, is it going
yeah.
to affect me? Yeah. I've been Googling all that stuff and
That
looking it up and looking into it.
your search history is going to be so funny. You should do a post like that. Oh my God, I'm going to do it. Can I do that? I'm going to do like Melissa Raylene search history. How can you put like what
I can
happened to
send
you?
it to you too.
Can you? Oh my gosh, I think that's
Yeah.
hilarious. We have to do that. That's going to be so funny. Oh my gosh. Don't is that okay? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm so excited. All right. Um So let's talk about being an indie author. What has been your biggest challenge as an indie author as a whole? So not only like the writing process, but also including like all the things that come after. Like what's been the biggest struggle for you personally?
I think the biggest struggle would have to be my marketing. Marketing is honestly where I struggle every day. Um, it's hard. I can't be online at the same time I'm doing these book signings and write, and I have 6 kids. I have a husband. I have a family, and it's like every 10 seconds they want you to be online. You have to go online. You have to get your audience up. Where are my readers at? Like I'm sitting here looking for my readers. Like it has been the hardest. It's been the hardest thing for me.
It, I'm I feel like we've talked about this already in our messages on Instagram, but that's literally like, I would say even 98% of the authors that I have talked to have all said the same thing: marketing, visibility. Um, and it's just so hard to do that while also balance. I cannot believe you have 6 kids. That's a lot. I have two and I'm stressed. Okay. But I feel like at a certain point, maybe they start helping out, like the older kids start helping out with the younger kids. But yeah, I just posted a video about this, but that is something that still just amazes me about indie authors is just how much they take on. And it's like they write because they want to create art. They want to get, you know, they want to be creative. They want to have a source of healing for things that they've gone through and they want to share it with the world. And then it's like, oh, wait, I can't just write. Like, I have to do all these other things that come with it while at
Yeah.
the same time trying to keep writing.
No one ever
Right.
told me.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you have
And
a
no one
person,
ever told me. I thought I could just write a book.
yeah. So you have a personal assistant though? Has that helped with?
I I have two.
Okay.
I have two personal assistants, an editor, someone who takes care of my newsletters, and then I recently have a PR company. I am really fully into this right now. I'm in this part of my life where I am going for it. Like this is what I want and this is what I'm going to make happen.
Yeah.
Um I mean, writing to me means a lot to me. Means a lot more than what you would think because I'm an empath by heart.
Mhm.
Like I love helping people. I love being there for people. And I feel that my writing will help people. And so that's why I keep writing. And that's why I keep writing what I do choose to write. I
Yeah.
really want people to relate. And I want to be that person where people feel healed by my writing.
Yeah. So in regards to the marketing, and I know I asked if you have personal assistants and if that helps, but what advice would you give, or what has helped you the most with that aspect of your writing journey?
My, okay, so I personally am horrible at making graphics. I don't like it. I don't care for it.
Yeah.
So one of my PAs is fully my graphic designer. Like that's
Yeah.
what she does. She makes all my graphics for me, and that honestly has helped me out a ton
Yeah.
because I don't do that. I don't have time to sit
Yeah.
there and make something. I'm against
Yeah.
the AI, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't want to sit there and make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that has
It's
helped me
not.
out a lot.
Yeah. What has been your proudest moment so far in your writing journey?
My proudest moment, I have to say, is having like my kids proud of me.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing and what I'm accomplishing. They see, I mean, my oldest is 19 years old. My youngest is 2.
Wow.
So like my older kids have seen everything that I've done and like where I'm
Yeah.
at. I mean, I'm a little over 6.5 years sober. I'm almost 7 years coming up here soon.
Wow.
And so they've seen me at my lowest. They've been there through it all. And for me to be like where I'm at now, I think that's my biggest accomplishment. My daughter said we were driving and she was like, "Wouldn't it be cool if your face was on that bus?" I was like, "Yeah, who would want to see that face on there?" And she was like, "Well, I would." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,"
Oh, that's so
because she
sweet.
looks up to me. She's so
Yeah.
proud of what
I think that's so cool. And it's like, because have you been a stay-at-home mom or have you worked other jobs or
I used to work like 2, 3 jobs. And then when COVID hit, everything did change a lot for me. I started doing caregiving, so I took care of other people, and
yeah,
I did like cleaning houses. And then now with me writing and like this is what I want to do full time, I'm down to one client and just doing this. Like this is pretty much my job. My husband is completely supporting me 100% right now on this journey, and he is funding the whole entire thing.
that's so cool. I was just gonna ask, I was like, are you a single mom or do you have a partner? Okay. When did you have your first kid? How old were you?
So I got pregnant when I was 16 and then I had him at 17.
And now you have a 19-year-old. Is it a girl?
Boy.
It's a boy. Okay. Has he had any kids yet?
No, he doesn't want kids.
Perfect.
He grew up with me and all the kids. I have 6 kids. He said he doesn't want kids. I said, well, maybe your girlfriend will want kids, but him, like he does have a fiance and they don't want kids right now. I said, okay, whatever you guys want. I'm here for whatever they want, whatever
It
they
must
choose to do.
it must be so crazy to have a child who's just to be like, man, at your age, I already had a 3-year-old or a 2-year-old. Like, that's insane. Do you have any advice for aspiring indie authors?
Yeah, so I think my biggest advice is to just go for it. You're
Hmm.
never, if you sit there, you can sit there and plan and do this and that all you want. You're not gonna, you gotta just go for it or it's never gonna happen. It's one of those
Yeah,
things where you have to just do it. Just go for your dreams, go for it. If you want to be an author, then do it.
I love that. It's so funny because all indie authors are they're not the same, but like they are all so their biggest struggle is marketing. And whenever I ask that question, they always are like, go for it, do it, don't hesitate. And it's like it's so cool because you think that there might be some competition or whatever, but
Think
something
about
that
it this way. How many books do you read a month?
I
Like
know. Okay, so I
there's
literally,
you can always have a new author. It doesn't matter. There can be billions of us. There's so many people in the world. There is no competition.
yeah,
Okay, for instance, like you want to read The Ritual and you start reading all her books. Well, you want more, and that's all the books that she has. Well, you have to find another author to read. So there's
exactly.
always going to be room for another author.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I literally just I made a video for YouTube and I was like the one thing authors say is that there's room for all of us. Like think of how many books we read per year, how many books we add to our TBR and that's like me, I think I read about like 70 books per year and it's like that's just me. And I'm fairly a relatively slow reader. Like people consume books like crazy. So there's indie authors are just so supportive of one another and are like, there's room for all of us. So do not hesitate, go for it.
You can all eat at my table. That's how I see it.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
honestly have always been a person I love supporting everyone. I love supporting this
Yeah.
whole community. I'm here to uplift every single person on their journey.
Yeah, I love that. So we're actually getting to the end. I feel like this has gone really fast. So where can readers connect with you? You mentioned a newsletter, so let's talk about that, website, social media, where can they connect with you?
Yeah, I have my newsletter, which is very new. I just sent out my first one the other day.
Congrats.
And then I also have, let's see, I have Instagram. I have my TikTok, which I'm learning how to use.
Yeah.
I have Threads, which I'm still new on there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Instagram is honestly where I'm like
Yeah.
more, that's my thing. That's where I'm at the most.
Mhm.
And then I have my email also.
Okay. Okay, perfect. And then what are your handles for Instagram and TikTok? I'll link it down below, but what
They're
are
the
your
same. They're the same
Okay.
on both. Yeah, at Melissa Raylene, author.
Okay, perfect. And where can readers find your books?
So I do have a website. If you order straight from me, it comes signed and it comes with all the goodies that come with it. Or of course, you can always go with Amazon. So those are the two places. I
Are
am in
you
a
on
couple of
Kindle
indie
Unlimited?
stores. I am. I'm on KU
Okay.
too. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what did you just say? I interrupted. I apologize.
Oh, I'm also in a couple of indie stores also. I've been trying to get my book into every state.
Okay. And I'll have you send those to me and then I will put it in the description down below so that readers have options. Obviously, we want to support indie bookstores, not the big guys. So always want to promote that. And so do you have any final words or messages for readers or anything you want to tease about? Do you want to tease us with anything that you have coming up? It's
Like
okay.
tease you like with a scene from one of my
No,
books.
so like, do you have any upcoming
Uh,
events? Do you have
I have
any like
lots.
character art releases coming up? Do you have
I have
anything new coming out that you
I
want to?
have so much stuff coming up. My brain is like so scattered. I'm actually like I'm fully booked throughout until September. So I'll be at Smut Lovers. I'll be at BBB at the end of the month. Um, I'm literally on the go right now, so I am fully booked out even next year. I will be
Wow.
all over the place. You can just look at my socials. I'm trying to be more on top of it and show like every month where I will be. So I'm
Okay.
traveling like crazy. I'll be in the UK next year also at HEA Fest. So I'm super excited. I get to sign with the big dogs, I call it. Because
Oh
I'll
my
be
gosh.
like Lee Rivers for that one.
Wow.
I have tons of and I have tons of art coming up. Art has also been my other struggle as
Yeah.
a indie author.
Yeah.
It's a super, you have to really invest in it. And as a new author, I wasn't able to invest right away. So now I'm finally starting to try. So I do have some new art and stuff that will be releasing soon.
For Rough Diamonds?
I do, yes. I'll have Rough Diamonds fully. Like I will have a full art on this book, which I'm so
Okay.
excited. It's the first book that I fully have full art for.
Oh my God. And how long until you get this? Because I'm like, I want to use it for my content. How long until you get it?
I'm just waiting. So it's already been given to the artist. I'm just waiting to get everything back.
Oh
So
my God, I'm not.
anytime.
Okay. All right. Well, if you get it before the end of the month, let me know so I can use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Melissa, thank you so much for being here and for, letting us deep dive into your brain. And I'm so excited for you. You sound like you have such a busy month. And let me know if you come to Washington because I'm
Oh,
in.
I will be. I'll be out there next year.
Are you? What area do you
Yeah,
know?
I'll be there for Wicked Readers. I forgot where Wicked Readers will be at. I'll have
Wicked
to look it
Readers?
up. Is
I'll look it up.
yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, that would be
But
cool because
I'll be
I
there.
really want to make a point to like, if I find out one of my authors is going to be in Washington State, then I live on the eastern side of the state. So not like Seattle area anymore. I live in like Spokane area, but I want to try to meet my authors in person. Um, all right. Well, thank you again. And if you guys want to hear more from indie authors or get more indie book recommendations, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And until next time, happy reading.